So after watching this episode, it really felt like this was kind of the end of the intro arc. Which it's not normal to go this long. Usually it's I think as longest I remember is like a 6 episode type of thing. But it literally feels like they're kind of ending, like this is an ending point, and it's like, okay, now we're gonna jump into another like type of arc thing, or something else. We're gonna go on to something else. Because I really thought they were setting up like, hey, we're gonna have all 5 cocoons. It's gonna be the main focus of the first arc. And then we'll go on to something else, and then we'll get the Bugnarok probably to happen at the end of the second arc, and then we'll go on to how they deal with it. But they're like, no, we're taking care of all the cocoons right now. We're gonna introduce the new Zord, and now we got a tease for another character for next episode, which he's been the storyteller at the start, which basically if the recap, I don't talk about it really, but the recap guy, the narration guy, is going to become an actual person. Like, I kind of thought like we'd see him at like the very end of the series, and he's like, I don't know, reading to the a future generation or whatever. It's like, I don't know, 100 years in the future. It's like, yeah, this is when I was a kid, this is what happened or something like that, and it's kind of reading to, again, future generations or something down the line. But they're gonna make him a character. We got we got a whole thing. And again, this is why to me this felt like the end of the intro arc. And we're 10 episodes in. So to start off, the Gira gets captured, which I said one of the things, either he's gonna get saved by something, he's gonna get captured and knocked out, or one of those two is probably going to happen, and there's, probably a third option that's like 1% chance of happening. But he got captured. We saw glimpses, little more bits of the fights that, the other 4 kings lost last week. So, after the intro, we go, Gira's tied up, hanging, and it's Death Narok. I don't remember that being said. But it's Death Narok is the main boss for the Bugnarok event. So, he's like, hey, like, call the Guardians, call the 3 legends, get them on here. I'm going to take control of them. I'm going to use them. This is my world. I'm the king of this world. He says now a little bit later on in the episode. Bagheera's like, hey, like, I'm never going to, give them to you. He's getting beat up. He's getting tortured. He's getting, smacked around, bloodied by these they call them tentacles. they're weird tentacles because they got these like mouth things on. Whatever. So as he's getting basically interrogated, we see that the sub characters again that we followed all last. I absolutely love that they did that. We kind of they pushed them again to the side here for this episode. I knew it was going to happen. They're all unconscious. They're still alive, but they're unconscious after the events of, Death Narok going around and just kind of beating up every single king and queen. And so they're all in the Yellow's Kingdom, whatever it was called. I don't remember. That one, like, I remember the least. I don't know why. But it's basically, they're getting treated for their wound. Like, everyone's getting treated for their wounds there. All the main cast, I should say, because, there's... There's hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people in the kingdoms that are just, sitting around buried under rubble, not getting as much help as the main cast, but whatever. So they're all like, hey, we can't believe in fairy tales. These cocoons are gonna hatch fairly soon. We don't have time for fairy tales, because again, that's what the Legend King Ohger is. And so they're, kind of discussing, trying to figure out what to do. And Regulus, whatever, comes on. He sends a message like, hey, like, if you submit to me, if you submit to my country, I will get you the help you need. Sorry, I got an eyelash in my eye. Ugh. I'll get you the help you need. Just, you got to submit to me. And they're like, hey, like, why are we talking politics at the end of the world? Why are we doing this? Now, it's very, I swear to God, if in real life, if this is going to happen in real life, whatever. If we ever come in contact with aliens or whatever in the future, probably will be after we're long gone, maybe like the year 3000 or whatever. I'm sure those people are going to be like, hey, submit to me, we'll get you help, we'll defend your nation. And everyone else is like, there's fucking aliens, dude! I can see this happening. I can see this, like, why the fuck are we talking politics? Like, they're right there. They're killing us. Why are we... It's like, it's gonna happen. Like, the way the world is, it's gonna happen. Like, so I absolutely love that scene. And they're arguing about that. And eventually, and again, if something ever happens, in real life, I'm sure this would happen too. Eventually, they kind of are separating their ways, go back to their own kingdoms as, the cocoons start rising up on the ground, and they're about to hatch and whatnot. And they're all like, hey, we can't do shit. We gotta submit. We gotta submit. We gotta follow this dumbass's orders, and we gotta we gotta surrender ourselves. And let's see what he can do, if he can help us and whatnot. And so all the subordinates, the sub characters, are like, hey, like, why the hell are you helping this guy? We hate this man. We know you hate this man. This man has done nothing for us except split us up. Like, come on. Follow your own path. Follow your own instincts. Do what you believe in. And it kind of snaps all four of the other kings of like, hey, like, you know what? Let's go get Gira and let's frickin' try to make this legend thing real. So they all fly off in their Zords towards this mountain, which is in the middle of the range, which we see Gira he's getting ragged down. Death the Rock throws him up to this like high peak, and where you can actually see the cocoons, and you see like the auras and smoke and whatnot of the cocoons, and it kind of does this like panorama shot all around, where you kind of again see all the kingdoms and whatnot, and the cocoons are about to hatch, and Death the Rock's like, hey, I'm king. This is it for you guys. You're dead. You're dust. No one cares. I'm about to Thanos snap your whole existence away off this planet. And Gira's like, hey, you know what? You're not king yet. That throne's not you can't take that throne quite yet. My team believes in what they believe in. They're gonna come in here and we're gonna beat you, fucker. We're gonna beat you and we're gonna kill you and we're gonna take you down. And they do. They throw hands with this man. And again, it's weird to have this intro arc, and I guess there's supposed to have this experience with these with the swords and whatnot. They're supposed to kind of be able to handle themselves when transformed, but they had no business. Death the Rock summons a bunch of these minions. They all transform, and they're slicing and dicing, not getting touched at all. They're going full UI Goku. We're not getting hit. we're not getting hit by anything. And so Gira's, like, hey, I'm going to go in. I'm going to go take Death the Rock on alone, who, he tanks him. He tanks Gira. And, even after the whole, Gira got, buffed against Regulus a couple episodes ago where, it's like, hey, I'm going to take your full-on, slash, whatever you want to call it, your full-on attack, full-on power. And, even that, after this, a couple episodes later, this does nothing to Death the Rock. And so Gira gets beat up again. This man takes a beating this episode. And so he's being choked out in the middle of the air. And the other four kings and queens come in, and they're, teaming up. They're blasting them with arrows and, combined it with like a blaster shot. They're, using these weapons. I don't think we've seen these. Maybe we have once. Did Rita pull out her bow before? I don't remember. I don't think so. Whatever. They got special weapons. It's going great today. Mondays. Point is, they're using these special weapons. They're smacking him down. They're beating his ass. And, they eventually get, Gira free from the clutches of the tentacles, which are, again, choking him out. He drops to the ground. And they, make Death the Rock stumble backwards. He's falling backwards. Like, hey, this ain't it. I'm coming back. I'm healing up these injuries. I'm coming back. I don't know why I keep doing this. I'm gonna, I'm coming back with a vengeance. This ain't over. And so he retreats, and then they all de-transform. Which, by the way, I mean, they didn't have. I mean, whatever. For the plot, because you got to get their faces on screen. Whatever. They didn't need to de-transform though. They de-transform. They recite the I guess like a scripture or whatever. It's in the legend book. I don't remember what the name of the book was, but it's like, you know, they're reciting essentially, you know, their I don't want to say poem because it's not a poem, but these words that the legend said, and they come together, put their swords in the air, they transform. All three legends that come back, they're like, hey, we're willing to help out. And they transform, get into the Zord, make the legend King Ohger, and they go around. And this Zord is fast. They're going around, speeding through. They're knocking these monsters out. They kick them all into one place, and they just basically pull an Iron Man in just the chest and pew! They're like, hey, you're dying. Shoot! And so our dumbass king Regulus like, hey, it's all me. It's all me, man. It's all me. I'm the best. I did it all. That's all me. Look at me. Look at me. I'm that guy. I'm that guy, okay? I'm that guy. Don't test me. And so the narration starts, and the narrator goes, hey, like, you know, the other four kings didn't argue. It is what it is. Who cares? Gear's still in hiding. And they're like, hey, you know, this seems like it's it for Bugnarok. Seems like it's over. And they're like, nope, just wait. Just wait, there's more. And so we go back down to the underworld. Deathnarok is, you know, he's bruised, he's battered, he's beaten up. And his subordinate, which I don't remember his name of, is like, hey, I think it's time we actually go up there and we show them who we are. So they grow an army. There's an army down there all ready to fight, come up, attack, you know, and whatnot. Which, by the way, kind of does. They don't use them all, like, whatever, because we're introducing a new character next week. And it ends with, well, I guess I should stop sleeping. Or not sleeping, but I guess I should stop, you know, being, you know, a bystander, essentially. I swear to God it says sleep. Maybe it was the translation I watched. Hang on 1 second. I'm going to pull this up. Hang on. I have this pulled. Let me mute that because I probably should not play the audio. Hang on. Nope. Too far. Guess I can't afford to keep sleeping. So, yeah. So, again, essentially, I can't afford to be a bystander. I can't afford to just watch everything going on. So then we get the trailer for next week. We see this man who is, you know, his face is covered in a lot of the shots. But he has, like, 3 shots where his helmet just, like, falls off and is rolling on the ground. It was so weird. And it took literally 90% of the episode to reveal the face, which... Was it that guy from... No. I was thinking it was that guy from Down Brothers at the end. I don't think so. I think he's dead, Ted. I don't remember. I don't remember. I don't think so. I don't think it's that guy from... Maybe it is. Maybe I'll find more information and, you know, it's like, oh, hey, look, it is that guy from the last season. Anyway, but, you know, he pops up. And, well, I guess it probably is, because this is going to be the 6th Ranger. Like, this is going to be the 6th Ranger. Like, they set him up. This is going to be the 6th Ranger. I have, like, 99.9%, I feel this is the 6th Ranger. Like, they set him up. It might take an episode or two. It might be episode 12 by the time he actually transforms, or he transforms at the end of 11, and we don't get to fight till 12 or something like that. But it's going to be 6th Ranger. I don't know how, like, it's obvious. It just feels obvious. Now, again, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that 0.01%. It's like, yeah, you know what? Psych. But this man, he's, like, wearing, like, silver white gear, so I'm assuming that's what color the Ranger is going to be. I don't know if it's going to be, like, a knight type of thing, because, like, the helmet kind of looked like a... I don't know, it was like a weird, like, knight helmet. So I don't know if that's what it's going to be rather than a bug. It probably will be a bug. What could they be? I was thinking ant, but I don't think ant would fit. Like a night ant. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out. I don't know. Again, if you're watching this, I don't look at spoilers. I don't go on. I don't watch these, people's spoil reviews and whatnot. I think there was some convention, like Fies is getting a 20th year anniversary. I guess apparently they showed, was it episode 35 of Geats or whatever, 36 of Geats? I saw a clip, and I guess they showed it at the convention. So maybe I didn't see anything for King Ohger. I didn't go out and look. I just came across that, hey, there's new Fies 20th anniversary. There's something else coming. Oh, it's the Shinobi and whatever K was riding for his called. So okay, maybe they had something there. I guess I could, go find out. But I don't go look at spoilers. I don't really look at scans. So don't spoil it for me, please. I don't know what kind of bug it could be. I don't know. Ant popped into my mind first, but I don't think it's going to be ant. I don't know. So we'll find out. Again, there's probably scans already of it. Because he's coming in episode 10. This feels like the Sixth Ranger. And I have a feeling by 12, maybe even 13 at the latest, we're going to get the suit. So, it's only a couple weeks, month at max. So don't spoil it, please, for me. Again, I don't go out look for spoilers. So we'll find out what it is. But for now, like the video, share the video around, subscribe. Yeah, honestly, I was thoroughly invested the whole episode. It's a really weird feeling to kind of have this be like the end of an intro arc. Especially, again, because it normally, I think the longest I saw was like 6 episodes for like an intro arc. So, to have it go 10, and now we're kind of getting into like the substance of the first arc. I really like that. I think it's, it's diverting from, a normal, what do you call it? Like the normal plan for a season. So I'm excited. I'm gonna wrap up. I'm rambling here. But I just thought it's really interesting, really cool to kind of see that. But yeah, we'll find out again next week. We'll see who this. I don't think he said his name in the trailer. If he did, I missed it because I was looking at the shots. I wasn't really looking at the translations too much. But again, don't spoil. I have a feeling it's going to be the Sixth Ranger. If not, well, I guess my senses are totally wrong. But this guy feels like the Sixth Ranger. Yeah, if you have not seen spoilers, if you want to put ideas what you think, again, it's got to be insight. Like there's no way he's gonna be like a knight. I get it. It's like a kingdom type of hierarchy type of show, but it's got to be a knight, right? Like the Sixth Ranger has to kind of coincide with the first 5. Now, if this was a 7th or an 8th or a 9th range, it's like okay, yeah, you can divert, you can go a king or a queen or whatever you want to do here, or I guess not a queen, but you know what I mean. But the Sixth Ranger has to be something. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap up here. I'm sorry, we're too long. Like, subscribe, share. I'm out of here. Peace.